Hey guys, B-Man Dan here with We Save Bees. Say hi, Craig.
What's up?
Did I do that right? Yep, there. And then Sam right there.
Guys?
And then we're here at SDGE. So this morning we got a call that bees moved into this reel right there. For reals, girls, for reals. They're right smack down in the middle. Let's take a look in 1 second when I get a little bit taller. All right, so we have hole, we have bees. Sorry, you guys won't be able to see much. Let's see. Whoop, strobe light. We're dancing. Oh, that's not it right there. Pretty sure they moved in maybe over the weekend. Not sure when this truck was used, but they could have been here more than a couple days. Never assume unless someone literally wants to move in. But let's get this all set up. Smokeouts are not my favorite thing in the world. So Sam asked the question, is there too much puffing? Yes, you can definitely over puff, and bees can suffocate if there's not enough air circulation. So there's a balance between puffing enough, but if you don't do enough, they don't move. So there's that little fine balance. This cluster is right here, and they're towards this side. So that means Craig is gonna smoke from the other side, pushing them this way. And the idea is, well, we just hope that they start to move out, and they usually do. All right, so we're 1 minute in, and this is a good sign that they're starting to move out already. And the thing that we're looking for is that it's a very nice casual exit.
Okay.
And they're not sweaty.
Okay.
Sweaty would mean too much smoke, and there's too much moisture in the smoke.
Okay.
And they're getting a little bit too suffocated.
So like the condensation.
Yeah, condensation, exactly.
Okay.
And then if they walk out kind of loopy, like they're drunk, that means we've hit that threshold.
So they'd be like falling, I'm sure.
Correct.
Kind of stuff. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Just stumbling around and not looking very organized and methodical right now.
Yeah, it kind of just looks like they're just walking out.
Yep.
So, okay.
Which is good. And we keep that pace. So once they start to move, whatever pace you're doing, you keep with that pace until you need to adjust. Alright, so we're 3 minutes into this, and ideally we don't want to start grabbing them because we want to group them together so that they can move. See how they're still trickling out, which is good. Now, if we just grab these and throw them in the box, it's hard to get them to trigger the march. But ideally we'll want to start once we get to about half, and this is maybe a quarter, so we're going to give it another few minutes before we start touching them. Group mentality, herd mentality is what they're after. Hive mind, that's what they do. Alright, so we're probably about 5 minutes into it. Cluster's getting a little bit bigger. About the same size, just thicker, which is good. And they're still flooding out slowly, which is fantastic. They're not sweaty, they're not loopy, and no one's falling and dying. So all good signs. Good job, girls. Just about ready to do our first scoop. And the scoop with the exposed wrist. So sexy. Double hand. I'm so jealous. I will never ever get my scoop that big. Tiny Asian hands.
Can we do another one?
Maybe just one.
All right, I got a lot in there.
Yep, that's good. All right, Sam.
All right.
Virgin flight.
Let's do it.
First scoop ever in life. Go nice and slow. Yep. There you go, bud. And we use nitrile gloves because it gives us maximum dexterity, minimal security, but this allows us to manipulate and move the bees without injury to either parties because it's got a nice smooth surface. But they can definitely sting through this if Sam's moving too fast, which he's not. Just like that, bud.
Definitely hear the frequency change when they went to that box.
And so what we're after is seeing this behavior right there. You can see them crawl right into the box. Change, just like Craig said, you can hear the frequency change. They're doing what's called fanning. And those girls right there are reorienting the airborne bees to move into the box. And so we're going to shift this over without knocking it over. Not really looking for the queen. It's not a necessary part of the removal. it's going to happen at some point, but the idea is the bees, the workers are going to say, hey, let's move in with these 3 fine looking gentlemen, and then they continue to do this, and then it's going to draw the rest of these bees over, and then sooner or later the queen's going to follow as a product of this whole interaction between us and the bees, as long as we don't muck it up by dropping the box or doing something silly. Now we're probably about 20 minutes into the removal. The bees are still flooding out. We did squirt a little bit of what's called Bee Quick. Some people call it magic sauce, but it's really not. It's almond oil extract. The bees don't like it. Ironically, the bees are sent there to pollinate, but they don't really like the stuff. Clove oil works too. It's a good deterrent. But typically beekeepers use that for when they're extracting honey. They can put some of this stuff at the bottom. It ushers the bees out so that they don't have to hurt the bees when they're extracting the honey. So that's a good smooth move. It's supposed to be organic. Don't get your eyeballs, and don't get on other balls. Oh, there's the queen. Hi, queenie. Hi, mama. Let's get you over here.
Okay. Extended abdomen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so bees are no longer exiting, or at least very, very few of them. So ran the scope inside, or sorry, ran the camera inside, and not many bees. So we're gonna call it good. Take a look inside. Bees are still here fanning. The bees are flying around still. And from here, so we didn't show you, but inside of the box is old honeycomb. That's a sheet of foundation. So the beekeepers, or more beekeepers too, but beekeepers will use this because it creates a foundation for the bees to build off of, saves them time and resources, and also keeps them building straight so that the ultimate end user doesn't have to deal with them building whichever direction they want to, which they're entitled to, but for beekeepers it's a little bit wonky if they build this way instead of this way. But anywho, from here we'll find a backyard beekeeper to adopt them, or a farmer to take them in. If we can't find someone, then we'll make sure they have a good home in one of our apiaries. But appreciate you guys. See you on the next bee adventure. Say bye, boys.
Yeah.